Okay, this is going to be interesting, and I have no idea if it's going to work. It is still swimming in the isopropyl alcohol. Let's see how much gunk is. That has all come out of the laser after the last 2-3 weeks of getting a bunch out. Now, maybe I can get this to focus here. Yeah, you see this right here? That should be under glass. Yeah, well, it's not anymore because I broke it. And what I have to do now is see if there's some other way to get this all apart. It's still going to have to soak for a while, evidently. And so I'm going to empty this out, get a clean batch of the alcohol for it to soak, and I guess just see if it keeps cleaning out. That's not really what I need to show. Let me get to that here in just a second. I will say it's very interesting because this sat for over a week again and it did not all evaporate. We did have a bit of a change in the weather, but I'm in the basement. I don't know if that has anything to do with it. Anyway, got to clean this out, restock it, refill it, re-soak the laser, and then we're going to see what this week's project is really about. I mean, I pretty much have to have ruined this thing, don't you think? So now it's just kind of an experiment, and it's a little bit of a puzzle that to try and see if I can get the housing, the barrel of the housing and the exterior separated from the electronics and the workings of the interior. And I'm not surprised that I had trouble with it. I am surprised that it is just taking all of this and it's still not working to get them apart yet. Well, living and learning, yeah, I guess is what I'm doing. With that in mind, it finally occurred to me the other day that this is totally worth the effort. When I first bought this gear, I went ahead and spent the extra to get some accessories, and there is a tumbler rotation device that I bought, and I've not even gotten it out of the box. Same for this. This is a 1.6 watt, whereas the other one that I've messed up is 20, 40, and 60 watt settings. This is 1.6. Supposedly, it works for photographs, although I thought I was getting pretty good results on photographs with the other one. It is a working laser, at least as far as I know. I've never even taken it out of the box. But I've got, I think I can lose the gloves. I've got a couple of picture ideas, and I'm going to do some testing today to see if I can figure out settings that will work and that kind of thing. Absolutely beautiful, brand new, gorgeous, in a Faraday cage bag. Wonderful. Please read the security statement in the user manual carefully. Yeah, well, that would be a good idea if I had ever found where the user manual was. I think it's on the little micro SD card that evidently I'm supposed to have plugged into my own computer and read, which probably had some really good information on cleaning and maintenance that I still don't know. But maybe someday I will. I'll see if I can get to that at some point. When I try to learn new stuff, most of the times I pretty much plan on the first thing I buy, I'm probably going to mess it up, and I'm going to probably have to plan on buying whatever it is twice. From a camp axe to a multi-wattage laser. Well, there's that. Isn't it cute? Yeah, well, it looks like it's its own unit, and this is going to be very interesting. Yeah, that's just going to, I think that's going to plug in the same. Looks like it. Yeah, it's just a little different outer housing than what I have on the bigger one. Let's give it a go. I have got 2 pictures. I would love it if both of them come out. I'll be thrilled. I'll be very happy if even one of them comes out. And I hope I get to show them to you by the end of this video. Have I mentioned that I'm grateful and I'm blessed, and thanks. I'm very thankful that you're watching. Well, I am. Wow, you see all the crud build up on the panels? My goodness, I need to take this whole thing apart and do a big cleaning. And actually, I don't think we can see it from here. Yeah, you can. Right up here, top corner, that is the fan that I basically just also need to buy another one of those so I can swap them out and keep one soaking all the time. All right, let's hope that this works basically the same as the other one. Let's make sure it fits on the rack. Yeah, okay. Got that. And let's lock that in. Alright, that's even. Well, kind of not seeing all of it, are we? But this also, I guess, lets it adjust up and down, although maybe I need to cut that zip tie off. I kind of actually like that being there. I may have to. Let's just lock it in here and then see if this can raise and lower a little bit more from here. Yeah, we can get that down to the right height for the peak. Boy, that's a little, maybe it's a little janky compared to the other one. Here's another interesting part. It's a little smaller wiring setup. I'm trying to keep in the light here. And the head of this is the same pattern, I believe, as the other, but it doesn't have this big exterior. But let's see if we can get this to go in. Oh, it's in. Well, here's another question I have. This, I think, will clip in pretty easily, but I don't see a place for the air assist to go. So it may not actually be part of this unit. No, I don't think I'm missing it. I just think there isn't a spot for it. It's only 1.6 watt. I did actually read the limited directions, but mostly it's about hooking it up. Doesn't say anything about the air assist. Well, let's just leave that off to the side for now. I can yeah, this I mean, I don't think it's gonna do anything, but I put it here. And there'll at least be a little bit of air down that way. Okay. Yeah, very, very interested to see if this is going to do anything. I'll check back when I get some wood in place and have done a little bit of work with the pictures. Are you kidding me? Look at these amazing kids. The grandson and the granddaughter. Great day. The intelligence in those eyes. All right. So, here's the picture that I got. And here's what I did to it for hopefully a better laser results. And I think I see the potential for real improvement over what I've done in the past. So what I need to do, I think, is trace the image. Let's try save. Try adjust image. Alright, I'm going to have to tinker a bit here with some settings. I'll come back. And I may actually try 3 or 4 different versions. Yes, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to see 3 or 4 different versions and how it comes out. This one is going to be just a bitmap. And these other 3 are going to be processed bitmaps. Let's see how they turn out. Alright, I don't really know how this is going to turn out. This is actually going to take about a half hour to run, and it's like 3 by 3. So I'm only going to do one just to see what happens. I've got it set to run on image and on fill on black and white. 25 millimeters second speed, 75% power on the image. And I've got a line cut, but I have a feeling it's not going to go through. So let's, this is just an experiment. Let's see how it turns out. And action. This is very interesting. I'm not sure. I mean, I'm surprised it's actually that dark, a burn, and I think I see how the shapes are coming together. Probably got about 20 minutes left here. Sorry, that's not a great shot, but that's the best I can do right now since it's right over the top of it. Quick reminder, here is what I was working with, and here's how it came out. Or should I say, here's how it didn't come out. Clearly I have learnings to learn about the 1.6 watt laser. Okay, well, this was a fail, but it's only a failure if you quit, right? Whew. Well, I ain't quitting, but hopefully I figure it out. You know, have you noticed how many people say at the end of their videos, "See you on the next one"? Maybe I've mentioned this before. I'll just be glad if you see me on the next one, Lord willing. And thanks. Have a great week.